can't ignore, because to me, elevating the Jets like that is letting the Buffalo Bills off the hook. Last time I checked, we looked at Josh Allen, and we said, yo, man, what's going on? You in an AFC Championship game a few years ago. You and Patrick Mahomes was going at it. You were supposed to be the heir apparent and stuff like that. Stuff ain't worked out. You lose. Joe Burrow comes up there, goes to the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. Last year at the AFC Championship game. And instead of thinking about Josh Allen, we thinking about Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow going up against one another, okay? So you got Stefon Diggs, this brother all-world receiver, but clearly wasn't happy. He walked out, didn't want to talk to nobody. They came in the training camp. They had some friction. They had to get settled and all of this other stuff. Brother wants out, by the way. I'm just telling you what I know. I got my own sources. Brother wants out. He don't want to be in Buffalo anymore. He don't want to. I'm telling you right now. I have my sources. Stefon Diggs got to be there, but he would prefer to be gone because he's lost a level of belief in the Buffalo Bills. That's right. I said it. It's Stephen A, baby. I'm telling you what I know. Okay. They can don't deny. They can tell you what I do. I have my sources. I'm telling you what I know. All right. But he's not going to force his way out. He know he got to be there and they got to perform. But he ain't feeling the Buffalo Bills the way that he once did because he feels there's a window of opportunity that they may have missed out on. Josh Allen's got to show them that's not true.
What up with it, YouTube? It's Coffee. Back at it, man. Week 1 so goddamn close. And Stephen A so damn far from the truth, man. Like, what is this guy talking about? And I'm not even just referencing what he said about Stefon Diggs. You know, as Diggs, you see, replied to this flunkery promptly. We'll get back to that in a moment. But all this other BS he's talking about, the Jets elevated this much. And, you know, what about the Bills? Everyone was talking about the Bills, division champions. Are they going to, you know, get to the Super Bowl and beat Mahomes? And now Burrow has superseded Josh Allen and the Bills is like just nothing. I mean, he didn't say that, but more or less he's just saying the Bills are slipping. And I'm saying, Stephen A. Smith, shut the fuck up because you're tripping. I mean, real talk, guys. It's preseason, okay? The Bills, we've been on an amazing run. Everyone knows this team is stacked with talent. And I get it. Some cats want to trip. They want to talk ish. They want to say Burrow's that guy over Allen. I don't believe it for a second. You know, did he push on farther than Josh Allen has in the postseason? Yes. Okay. Did we lose last year in just a heartbreaking way? Yes. But what are you guys talking about? Like the Bills are, not you guys. I mean, nah, there's other people saying this BS too, but just Stephen A taken to TV with this is just quite frankly irking me a little bit. Again, Stefon Diggs flat out came out and said, yo, I got to nip this in the butt ASAP. BS, not true. I love it in Buffalo. And you heard Stephen A say something to the effect of, like, well, he's staying there, but he doesn't really want to be there anymore. After saying he just wants out, he was like, but I mean, he's going to stay there, but he just wants out of there because he doesn't believe anymore. Like, come on, man. I mean, I just really, and I just don't want to hear from fellow Bills Mafia, but I want to hear from Bills Mafia for sure. You know, all my Bills fans out there, comment, let me know what you guys think about all this real talk. But also, I want to hear from other teams' fans. Everyone subscribe as well. A lot of NFL content, a lot of NFL talk coming all season long, call-in shows where you can, you know, let me hear your take and all that. Like, is this really what people think? The Bills are just done off. I mean, does anyone see that we saw something? And I'm not making excuses. I'm not like just trying to cover and say whatever. We saw a wild, crazy, horrible thing happen last year. And I really believe it affected this Buffalo Bills team in a whole nother way, man. You know what I mean? And I just feel like they were emotionally spent, drained. I mean, the script flipped so crazy. We came into the season just smashing on teams. Tennessee, the Rams, or first the Rams, then Tennessee. We lost a couple divisional games. We got those wins back in a crazy way. Josh Allen played through an injury. All in all, though, we were 14-3. Okay, or I'm sorry, no, 13-3. We were set rolling once again, had momentum leading in to the late stage of the regular season, the final quarter of the regular season, and had that number one seed wrapped up, and things went the way they went. But I don't know, this is just frustrating to hear so much BS from Stephen A to talk this way. I'm just not buying it. He says he has sources, and you see some people making jokes about that. Oh, Mahomes wants out of KC. Burrow wants out of Cincinnati. Everyone wants out of everywhere. But I have sources. Put me on TV and pay me millions of dollars, Stop it, right? I see people getting all turned up about that preseason loss to the Steelers. Are you serious? Are you really analyzing preseason games like this? I mean, Poyer missed a tackle on that touchdown. It happened. Am I worried about it? No. Deion Dawkins had one of his worst games as a Buffalo Bill preseason game. I mean, I just can't believe people are really putting any stock into this. I mean, watch the preseason games. Watch for guys fighting for roster spots and things like that. But to sit there and act like this can have any real ties to anything we're going to see in the regular season, how dumb are you? What are you talking about? And I don't claim to be any pro or something like this, but it's preseason. It is what it is. Stop it. I'm not worried. And when it comes to Diggs, I get it. And there was times as a Bills fan, I was a little worried myself, the way we saw the season and the stuff with Josh, some of the stuff when it came to certain things Diggs may have tweeted or just different things like that. But he went on that show, The Shop. He let it be clear and known, him and Allen, that's his guy. The Bills, this is his team. He's all in. He believes the contract got all lined up and taken care of last year. He's just a competitor. And like I said before, fans forget how emotional and heartbroken we can get over coming up short, or our team having a bad game or losing a game they clearly should have won, and it gets to us. But you got to remember, these guys are competitors, and they're out there on the field, and they devote their lives to this game to make it to the pros. And yes, get the big bucks, but also play the game they love. And you got to realize, as upset and all that as we get in our feelings or whatever you want to call it, imagine how it is for them when they're the ones out there. Diggs is a competitor. Allen's a competitor. This team is great. And so far, we haven't got over the hump, and they're focused. And they, quite frankly, have a chip on their shoulder. And I have faith that they're going to go out there and turn up and show everyone just how good they are. But get in the comments, guys. Let me know your thoughts, what you think about Stephen A. coming out saying this BS, these ludicrous takes from this preseason game, all the Diggs stuff, the Jets elevation. I'm not afraid of the Jets. All that. Let's discuss it all below. Couple other NFL things to get into real quick. I'm mad late on this. This is also Bills related, but a little while back, you saw Josh Allen. Last year, he came out, at practice or during preseason or camp or whatever, with a red helmet on, and the fans went wild as we wear the red color rushes. A lot of Bills fans want to see the Bills go back to the red helmets in the red end zones. So the one helmet rule is out the window with teams with their throwbacks or their alternate color rush jerseys and stuff like that, combinations. A lot of teams stopped some of their throwbacks and stuff when that rule was in effect. If the other helmets weren't the same color and they just couldn't put a decal or whatever over it of whatever the throwback was, that's out the window now. So fans thought maybe we could see this red helmet out there. It didn't happen. Myself included, though, I was like, hey, I like that we're rocking the whites, but I think it would be dope with the color rush to go with the red helmet as well. But it didn't happen. Now, this season, again, I'm late. Josh came out with a blue helmet on. What do you think of the blue helmet? It's kind of wild looking, I'd say. But comment below. And then last on the news, this blew my mind. I mean, it's not that I didn't know this. It's one of those things, we've all watched it happen and play out, but you just don't fully realize it. And when you see it put right in front of you like this, you're like, damn, that is a pretty crazy stat. Since 2011, the AFC Championship game has had either Tom Brady and Mahomes in every AFC Championship game since that time. Over a decade. That is insane. You see, they say Brady, what was it, 2011 to, is that 18? And Mahomes, ever since then, it's a pretty amazing stat. But getting back to my Bills, last year, it's wild though. The year before, so a couple years ago, we lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. The next year, we lost to the Chiefs in a divisional round in a game we totally should have won, but had beat them in regular season. And last year, Josh Allen he handled business. He was a stud. He was on fire, whatever you want to call it. He did the damn thing and beat the Chiefs, even with a real cheap tripping call that they missed. You guys remember that? But he went out there and beat the Chiefs. And like I said, leading into the playoffs, we had that number 1 seed in the bag, man. Get that bye. We needed that bye so bad. It's so crazy with the playoff format changing and another team getting in, being that not only one team gets a bye. What do you guys think about the current playoff format? Do you like having 7 teams in? Did you think it better when there was only 6? I liked it in the sense that it was not easy to make the playoffs. It still isn't, but they're letting another team in. And 1 and 2 don't get the bye, which this we know, but I don't know, guys. Thanks for watching. That's going to be it. Stephen A. Smith. What are you talking about? What do you guys think of this? Who's his source? Not that he's going to reveal him to us, but the Stefon Diggs stuff. Like I said, over the offseason, it was wild seeing Diggs kind of, I don't know, seeming like he was going through some things or something in the way the season ended, but he's let us know over and over. He's a Bill. He's wants to get that ring with Josh. You know what I mean? So, look, the bull-ish. But thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Subscribe, and I'm gone.